Hello, my name is Chi Din. I'm with Avignon Realty Coaching and Training. And today I will be going over the promulgated by the Texas Real Estate Commission track addendum for property located seaward of the Gulf Intercoastal Waterway. And this is from section 61.025 Texas Natural Resource Code. To contract concerning the property at the address of the property, we need to go into this line here. And there's a disclosure notice concerning legal and economic risks of purchasing coastal real property near a beach. And this is all capitalized warning. The following notice of potential risks of economic loss to you as the purchaser of coastal real property is required by state law. Read this notice carefully. Do not sign this contract until you fully understand the risks you are assuming. By purchasing this property, you may be assuming economic risks over and above the risks involved in purchasing inland real property. If you own a structure located on coastal real property near a Gulf Coast beach, it may come to be located on the public beach because of coastal erosion and storm events. As the owner of a structure located on the public beach, you could be sued by the state of Texas in order to remove the structure. The cost of removing a structure from the public beach and other economic loss incurred because of a removal order would be solely your responsibility. The real property described in this contract is located seaward of the Gulf Intercoastal Waterway to its southernmost point and then seaward of the longitudinal line, also known as 97 degrees, 12 foot, 19 inches, which runs southerly to the international boundary from the intersection of the center line of the Gulf Intercoastal Waterway and the Brownsville Ship Channel. If the property is in close proximity to a beach fronting the Gulf of Mexico, the purchaser is hereby advised that the public has acquire a right of use or easement to and over the area of any public beach by prescription, dedication, or presumption, or has retained a right to virtual or continuous right in the public since time immemorial as recognized in law and custom. The extreme seaward boundary of natural vegetation that spreads continuously inland customarily marks the landward boundary of the public easement. If there's no clearly marked natural vegetation line, the landward boundary of the easement is as provided by sections 61.016 and 61.017 Natural Resource Code. Much of the Gulf of Mexico coastline is eroding at rates of more than 5 feet per year. Erosion rates for all Texas Gulf properties subject to the Open Beaches Act are available from the Texas General Land Office. State law prohibits any obstruction, barrier, restraint, or interference with the use of the public easement, including the placement of structures seaward of the landward boundary of the easement. Owners of structures erected seaward of the vegetation line or other applicable easement boundary, or that becomes seaward of the vegetation line as a result of processes such as shoreline erosion, are subject to a lawsuit by the state of Texas to remove the structures. The purchaser is hereby notified that the purchaser should determine the rate of shoreline erosion in the vicinity of the real property and seek the advice of an attorney or other qualified person before executing this contract or instrument. of conveyance as to the relevance of this statutes and facts to the value of the property the purchaser is hereby purchasing or contracting to purchase. Then buyer and seller signature. So this addendum for property located seaward of the Gulf Intercoastal Waterway is really a disclosure to the buyer. This is what you are, you're buying a property that is near a beach. This is what, if you're willing to go forward and buy the property, this is what you could be responsible for. And again, thank you for being part of the addendum for property located seaward of the Gulf Intercoastal Waterway training. If you have any questions, I invite you to speak to your mentor and broker about it. Thank you.